Many hunters need to scale their deer expenses back, but cringe at the thought of providing less food for deer. Depending on the species, food plots generally produce 1 to 5 tons of food per acre, but as stated earlier, can average $200 to $400 per acre in input costs. An alternative strategy is to focus additional management efforts on early successional habitat. Many refer to these as old fields, and they are extremely valuable to deer and numerous other wildlife species. By removing cool season grasses such as fescue or orchard grass that provide very little for whitetails, you can create a field full of forbs, warm season grasses, brambles, and other highly beneficial species. You generally create this composition with herbicides and then maintain it with properly timed disking, prescribed fire, or other management strategies. One of which is not a bush hog. Bush hogs destroy far more habitat on an annual basis than they enhance. Now, many hunters only think of food when trying to attract deer to their property or hold them during hunting season. Food is good, and in most cases deer will use it, but it's not doing your hunting any good if they're only using it at night. This is especially true on small properties. So I strongly encourage all landowners to assess the amount and quality of cover on their property. Deer need cover, and they will spend most daylight hours in cover. Thus, if you don't have it, or if your neighbor has better cover, you can expect deer to spend more time during the day on your neighbor's property. Those deer may visit your food plots at night, or if you're lucky, may visit them at dusk, but you can greatly improve your odds of seeing whitetails during shooting hours by providing high quality cover on your property. Fortunately, there are many ways to achieve this. A few include hinge cutting your hardwoods, opening the forest canopy to allow a flush of vegetation at ground level, creating early successional habitats, and planting native warm season grasses. While improving that cover, you have the perfect opportunity to create other habitat features that can aid your harvest success. Small ponds or vernal pools within cover are attractive to deer, and they can add diversity to the habitat. Whitetails are well aware of all nuances in the habitat within their home range. So you may have good habitat, but if someone else nearby has great habitat, deer will tend to use that more. Combat this by having great habitat with a lot of diversity. A mix of young and mature forests, thick and nasty hinge cut areas, early successional habitat, warm season grasses, wetland or shallow ponds, soft mast orchards, with the icing on the cake being high quality food plots. The more components you have, the better. You can even create travel funnels in the woods with your habitat work, or in fields by strategically planting warm season grasses, corn, or woody travel corridors. And fortunately, you don't need big fancy equipment to do any of this. A chainsaw, backpack sprayer, and over-the-shoulder seed spreader can create just as good a habitat as the largest tractor and implements. So regardless of the size of equipment at your disposal, the sky is the limit. So be creative and allow your imagination to run wild. Cover is key for whitetails, and this is especially true for mature bucks, and it's even more important on small properties. So improve the cover on your land, and you will immediately enhance your odds of crossing paths with a buck of your dreams.